Yes, sir. My name is Zakashi, guys, and in this video here, I want to talk about the festival generally speaking. Now, I uploaded a couple videos on the festival already, and in one of the videos, I actually asked for you guys to leave your opinion at the start of the video. I'm pretty sure I did. And we're going to be looking at some of those comments now, and we want to talk about if the festival can actually get better. Because I don't know if it's just you, but I'm going to give my opinion right here. I genuinely feel like the festival is just stale. The Tag 4s, they're alright, but not everybody's interested in them. The events, they're okay, but a lot of them are locked behind walls of the exchange shop. So for the people that don't want to summon, it stops you from actually getting the benefits of those chrono crystals to increase your amount for something else that you do want. Let's not even point out that most of the events nowadays, if you don't have the new units, it makes it a chore because you actually don't have the big boost. You can use the free-to-play units, but again, it makes it a lot more difficult, especially if you don't have any friends. But yeah, we're gonna be looking into if the festival could possibly get better. I'm making this at a time where the Goku Black Rose Zenkai got announced, so maybe part 2 will be looking up. But hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button, man. We're on this grind to 35,000 subscribers, maybe hit at the time I post this video. Main goal is 40,000 subscribers, but 35 by the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it. If you're new here, you know what to do. Press the subscribe button, man. All my social media is going to be on the bottom of the screen. There's the YouTube channel. We've got Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, and the Discord link all in the description below. So make sure to check me out on all of those. I also want to say I live stream every single day. So if you see me live on the channel, man, pop in, say hi. It's the best place to ask me any questions if you have any, because you can literally see me live in, like, literally, it's like being in person. I'll respond to your message, and you can maybe be on your way, or you can enjoy the stream. It's always a good vibe. But yeah, man, let's actually get into this video talking about the festival, if it can improve, so on and so forth. Alright, so this video here, you can see here, what are your thoughts on Legends Festival 2022? Can they make up for it? I asked for you guys at the start of the video to leave your opinions in the comment section, and we're going to be diving into that right now. We got this comment here from Pantora. He said, in my survey, I wrote many things that are echoed here in the comment section. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of repetition here, generally speaking. I added that over the past year, since the Tag Blue Boys were released, there's an increasing transparency that the dev team has lacked inspiration and creativity to make the users feel appreciated, as well as possessed poor planning. 100%. It's understandable that they are trying to make money on the game, but when every move the devs make is to squeeze cash out from the user and exciting content is not delivered, we get no events, by the way, barely any anyways, we feel underappreciated for sure. I know a lot of people are already feeling this, like, oh, he's spitting, man. The fandom plays this game on bated breath, hoping for them to deliver on the promise this game should show. How can this be called a celebration when the users feel like there isn't anything to celebrate for sure, let alone the biggest celebration of the year? Ain't nothing to celebrate this whole past year besides delivering and not leaking Beast Gohan. I have to say, I don't even think we need to continue this video. But damn, Pantora squeezed his heart out here, and he actually delivered with this message here. Right on the echo, that's a prediction, but I'm telling you, most people are going to have the same opinions, and I'm sure a lot of you guys actually watching this video right now will share that same opinion. It has felt like since Blue Bros, maybe USG, I'm trying to think of things throughout the year that Bardock looked cool, but he didn't do anything. Jiren, I think he dropped this year, didn't do anything. MUI leaked, terrible leak. He was good, really annoying to play with. Like, even though he's MUI, it felt like we don't like this guy. Damn. Festival, let alone the biggest celebration of the year. I'm pretty sure he's talking about festival. It feels like there's been nothing to celebrate. I guess if your favorite unit dropped, it's been cool, but a lot of the favorite units that dropped this year, they haven't been like playable. We've just been waiting for plats for new units like that. That's just cheesy, and I feel like they are really hunting for this money. The money man Toshi, man. I don't like to use his name because it's not him, but he's the face, so I'm gonna use his name to actually just talk about the whole dev team, man. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're thinking, man, with a lot of these decisions that they make in-game. But Pantora, your message was very fair. I spent a lot of time on this, but it's a good message, man. Deserves it. I'm happy this was the first comment here. Next comment right below, we got Jeremiah Barnes. 4 out of 10 festival. I think that's a reasonable rating. Regardless if you got shafted or not, I didn't. I got all the units first rotation. So this is speaking from somebody that got especially lucky. The tag GT got shafted itself, and so did the festival. Devs pulled a tag droids again. They released one of the most oppressive units a few months before the festival, and that unit's team, that being Beast and his team, movies, hybrids, whatever it is still better than any GT team you can put together slowly because of the Pan Beast. Honestly, the raid is an inferior version where CC is put inside the exchange shop, so it means if you're above 20k CC, bro, how many times I speak about the CC limit? You can't earn CC from the exchange shop, period. It forces players to spend CC, and it's true. Genuinely, I'm trying to stop swearing, that's why they read that. When we have a dry AF week during DBL's biggest and most hyped and anticipated event of the year, made the worst Annie, the fourth Annie, look good. That anniversary, 4th anniversary, was really, really bad. I'm not gonna lie. And if we're comparing that, a lot of people's worst Annie was 2nd anniversary because of the gameplay factors. Personally, I enjoyed the 2nd Annie because I enjoyed the characters. And for the time, with the way things worked, I enjoyed summoning the events in game, and it made me feel like I'm actually enjoying a game. I agree with that. Let me just read this last bit here. We still haven't seen a change to the CC cap allowing players to exchange for the CC. The CC cap, maybe it should rise, maybe 30k, or maybe they should just stop completely with the exchange shop. The actual shop where you spend real life money, I can hear it, but bro, what? We need that to change. I'm saving for my Fusion Ultra this Christmas. Hopefully, we locked in. We locked in, Jeremiah. We locked in. But even then, this festival is ass. I agree. I think the biggest thing that stood out in this message here is the tag droids thing. We know right before the festival, they released tag droids. Now, tag droids look beautiful. They look beautiful, and they were one of the most OP units we've seen for a meta. One of the most, for sure. But to release them right before the festival, being that oppressive, when we're all saving for the festival, it's like, what the hell, man? At least don't make them the best unit in the game and the unit that's going to just sweep the competition and literally force people to summon if they want to play PvP. Alongside with the boost system existing, it's just all a mess overall. I don't know what they're thinking. The 4th anniversary is feeling good because of how crappy the festival feels right now. So it's like, what the hell? I think you hit the ball on that, right? Like, bro. Ah, man. But the 20k CC cap, I think they should just really just take out the exchange shop, or maybe just raise it to 25 or 30k, man. But I guess they have laws for things like that. I don't know. Probably regulations that we can't step over as a community. Do remember that this is all my opinion, coming from Snow G's, one of the members on the channel. Yes, sir. Become a member on the channel today. Crazy emotes. And you don't have to feel the same way. This is just how I feel about the festival so far. Prepare for a lot to read. So I can first remind people that there was a supposed leak of the festival. There was a supposed leak that Legends Fest will run to late January, so there's still some time. Let me glide through with the little thing because I don't want to make this video with like 3 comments. It's insane. I say that Fest does look good as of right now, but for most people they're upset they only have 1 ban as of right now. I feel like this is a good thing to highlight. We have some differences here. The GT guys are going to be very happy for sure. And that Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta don't have a new mechanic, but everyone was thinking that they were going to due to the leaks. This is a big thing. I'm happy I read this comment here, Snow G's. I'm going to speak about it heavily in a sec though. But do remember that there was a leak going around during Legends Fest. Might go around January. Something big and broken late in the next 2 reveals. To be honest, with the missions they are giving us, it does look promising. They have given us a lot of Chrono Crystals and a lot of things just generally that for the free. Legend Limited Z Power, so on and so forth. We can probably get 7k free CC plus. Building up what's come later. Probably part 1 of 3, meaning that this will be a 4th anniversary format. So we can expect something big to come later in the festival. Probably being Ultra Vegeta Blue, his prediction here. Still extremely hyped for, by the way. Just going to add on the fact that I personally didn't want the Tag Force to fuse. And I'm happy with the fact that... but I do feel like they should have been a bit stronger than they are. I think this is actually a genuine, like, popular opinion, I'm not gonna lie. Simply because it depends on what side you are. Do you like the Tag Force or do you not? I want to point out that the leaks here, including me, I don't mind if it's like gameplay things here and there because you don't know who's coming. I really just don't like, and I've posted a video on this before and a lot of people try to chime in like I'm an idiot or like I'm a hypocrite. I specifically pointed in that video in the past that even me, I was a hypocrite for some points because you tune into leaks if that happens. You can't. It's hard to avoid, especially as a Dragon Ball fan. But leaks for reveals, I hate more than anything. But if it's like small mechanics here and there, it builds up the anticipation. And I feel like in this case, it did the actual opposite. So, no, let me not say the opposite, but the end result was bad. So we all anticipate something big. We saw this Ultimate Awaken arts. Because we know Bojack, people thinking, oh, Tag Force are going to fuse somehow, it's going to be amazing. We saw this Timer Glass thing. Everybody thought, oh my god, G4, blah, 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 blah. Cool. With those leaks, everybody knew Tag 4s were coming out. We've literally seen the amazing build-up, let me not call it too amazing though, for GT. So Tag 4s were coming, it was guaranteed, everybody knew it. But then to add a new mechanic, which is what we expect every single festival at this point, and they didn't, is what's the big issue. But I feel like with the leaks, it made us 100% expect it. On top of the fact that Beast Gohan is so dominant, the only thing that could actually just destroy him is something that is new, a new mechanic, and we did not get anything new. We didn't even get two new banners. We didn't get a higher Z power. We got less Z power. It's like, what? Come on, man. They literally went backwards. But I want to add that the leaks amplified how bad it was. Like, it was bad on a service level, but because of our anticipation being built up, how bad we felt about the festival was amplified. And I feel like that's a big thing to note here in Snow G's message, man. This is a good message. I feel like the GT guys are generally happy. I feel like the Tag 4's fusing could have been way too much, actually. And we could see those two mechanics that we saw, the Ultimate Awaken Arts and the Time Glass on another unit. Maybe Hit would get the Time Glass. The Ultimate Awaken Arts could be like Vegeta or something. It could be even a G4 they're building. I don't know. Maybe it could be something that's going to be added to a character that Zenkai's. With Goku Youth, we see him get Endurance. Super Gogeta, he got Blast Arm on his, I believe his ult. So, green card gets comboed. Sometimes they add new mechanics to actual existing units if they really need it and they're trying to gas them up. But yeah, this is a good comment. I spent a lot of time on it, but I feel like people are writing paragraphs. People are writing paragraphs. We got mixed player here. I've had great summons, didn't get everything I wanted, but I pulled Monkey 17, Yellow Super Saiyan 4. But a bit sad, 1.8k Z power is never going to come back. Grinding story mode for more CC's barely done it. Rather, new players only just starting the game. New players only just starting when I got Ultra Vegito and played rarely since then, grinding a lot now. I feel like with this comment, what I'm going to take away is simply the fact that summoning is a big part of your experience during any celebration. With the lack of Z power, the odds of you getting them higher stars is lower, so you might feel a lot more disappointed with the results that you get, given what they already offer us for the festival. New players are probably going to have more luck, and if you don't pull what you want, you're going to be less likely to play, you're going to be less satisfied, you might even want to quit. So yeah, I'm going to leave that with that. Duzem production, I've enjoyed last year's festival more, but this year is still amazing. Everyone is only complaining because there's no double banner. That's true. That's a good thing to complain about though. It's reasonable. They changed their system. Is a double banner better? Let's have that debate. But anyways, which I think they're doing it so that people can spread out the content. Fair enough. Money hungry in a sense. I don't know. Second thing is no 3x rate, which Toshi specifically said last year that they didn't plan on bringing it back. he bringing the receipts. Let me bring out the camera. He got you. He got you guys. If Toshi probably did say that. I think I remember him saying that. He actually caught us. He caught us. Third thing is that they didn't make the Tag Super Saiyan 4's fuse or anything special, which I'm pretty sure it'll come for an Ultra. For the Ultra. Another thing I should mention is that they're not the best unit in the game, and now it's apparently an issue. The same people complaining that they're too squishy are the same people who hate power creep. That is true. Like it's two sides of one coin, man. Whatever side people flip on, they're angry. It's insane. And once they make a pretty balanced unit that can still hold their own in PvP, they call them trash. If I'm gonna counter this message completely, I feel like the issue isn't that they're not the best in the game. The issue is Beast Gohan specifically is the best in the game alongside his teammates. Pan, annoying, and everybody else that comes good on movies. if Beast Gohan wasn't in the game, they'd be the #1 unit in the game. But I feel like because of how OP Beast Gohan is, it makes, like, if Beast Gohan's here and say Tag Force are second and they're here, like, you can't even see how high Beast Gohan is. Why does this matter? You won't even be worried about this. You just be looking to the ceiling. It makes it so that second place is so meaningless. And I think that says a lot in itself. So it's not really that they're bad. I don't think they're bad at all. But the way I'm going to talk about them is as if they're bad because Beast Gohan is so good. And these are meant to be a festival unit. So I don't completely agree with this message, but you were spitting on the first 2 points, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. The double banner thing is a big deal, and that is not something we should have expected. And the 3 times weight, Toshi did say they might not bring it back. I think I remember that clearly. That's something I do want to point out for sure. I think this is the last thing I'm going to speak about before I go into like possible expectations. Emmy992 says, I mean, the tag unit is great, but honestly doesn't feel like a festival. I feel like that's generally everybody's feeling. And I want to think about why that is. There's a lot of reasons why that is. And for sure, you guys will have your own reasons. But how do we have a dead week within the first week? They literally didn't drop anything, man. I think that's a big letdown. They can't be doing that, man. It's festival. They need to be consistently releasing something. Don't make it a celebration and then there's no party going on. We're just there like, we ran out of cups, no food, no juice. Like, come on, man. They got to be doing more, make it feel like a festival. They definitely don't play their own game, and especially if they do play their game, they're not playing it from like a, even if you've been playing the game for more than a year, they're not including those people. They're specifically building it for new players. That's what it feels like. But yeah, there's a lot of comments in that actual video there, and if you want to check it out, I'll put it in the description below in the comment section. You can literally watch it and you can check the comment section because a lot of people poured their hearts out in those comments. But I feel like I touched on a lot of key points. But if we can talk about expectations with the release of Goku Black Zenkai, I think it's actually very possible that Festival could get better. And I feel like a big thing for that being better is that they do the surveys. And it feels like they take in the surveys maybe a bit later than they should, but they actually do take it in. But I feel like people will switch up depending on what tag is released. Future Arc is an arc that a lot of people like. And I feel like the tag, like if they did the same thing but for a different tag, maybe the voices wouldn't be as loud. I'm not saying that they still wouldn't exist, but they maybe wouldn't be as loud for sure. I want to point out as well that we shouldn't feel obligated to a triple Z power thing. We shouldn't be obligated for a double banner expectation. They maybe have a game plan of their own, but it always feels like the devs don't know what they're thinking. I also want to say that increasing our expectation last year and then lowering it this year is a goofy mistake because we're obviously going to compare it to the previous year and that's going to bring dissatisfaction. So are we just dissatisfied because of what we had last year, or are we dissatisfied generally speaking? I feel like there's also a lot of reasons to be dissatisfied, and I feel like going forward, if we're following a 4th anniversary setup for the festival, there's still going to be more disappointment to come generally speaking, but it depends on what units drop and what their kits are. Even if the celebration is generally bad, and I feel like it isn't, even though there has been a lot of dry spells already, which is insane. The Chrono Crystals they're giving out are high, man. People are juicing up with Chrono Crystals. If you don't save, that's kind of on you to a high degree, but they're juicing up the Chrono Crystals. The resources are juicy, and I want to point out the resources only really benefit people that care about building their account. If you're only here to collect your main character or whatever, you're not going to be that too much interested. But the resources are juicy, I want to point that out. But the bottom line is, if the units are trash, if the units aren't what we need them to be, if the units aren't bringing justice to specific tags, then people are going to be upset. And I want to point out, if this is an expectation but more so what they should do, I feel like the only way they should actually make teams and units from now on is to literally tie them into tags. The Z ability isn't enough. Leader slot units will just feed off the best units. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. They can just make them feed off, and I feel like to counter the leader slot for a lot of units, they need to start including unique abilities that are tag exclusive. We've seen Sword of Hope Trunks, even though he's replaced on every single team because of the leader slot, he can only still be used on Vegeta Clan or Future, and that makes him a bum. But if we do that for every single character, it brings out the value in every single character. And in that case, we'd be able to see specific teams literally shining to their specific tags and not just mix and matching to make the most OP combination we've ever seen, just abominations all over PvP. But resources wise and CC wise, I feel like the festival is looking up. If we're basing it off units, it depends on what tag release, but with the Goku Black Zenkai versus the Future Trunks arc, you know, people are going to be happy. Celebration wise, they need to do a better job with keeping it as a celebration. We need to feel like it's festive. But the devs, man, come on, man, you need to do a better job with keeping us excited, generally speaking. But yeah, man, I feel like this video was good to actually give you guys an opinion, a viewpoint, perspective, you know, of what people think, generally speaking. I feel like a lot of those comments actually touched on the key emotions in the festival, and you can see there are some on this side, there's some on this side. Some people are just wrong blatantly, not specifically pointing out anybody I spoke on, but some people are just like angry unjustified in a certain sense. They don't even know why they're angry. Some people obviously do know why they're angry, but there's just mixed emotions all over the place. But I feel like an issue in itself, if people don't have a consistent opinion on the festival, it shows they didn't do a good job. The fact that some people are happy and some people are not, even if it's 50-50, it blatantly shows they didn't do a good job. So yeah, hopefully we just see better things in the future, especially with part 2 and possibly part 3 of the festival, if there is one. If you haven't already, man, make sure to press the subscribe button, man. Bring in more videos like this, discussions, all types, man. Press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 35,000 subscribers. On this grind to 40,000 subscribers, but for the year, hopefully we can hit that 35,000 mark. All my social media links going to be on the bottom of the screen. It's the YouTube channel. We've got Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and the Discord link all in the description below. So make sure to check me out on all of those. I want to point out again, I live stream every single day. So if you see me live, pop in, say hi, let me know your thoughts on anything. Ask me a question, ask me a would you rather. It can be anything. Twitter and Discord are good places to message me, but the live streams are the best places, and it'd be a good vibe showcasing units every single day. But yeah, I'm going to leave it like that, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate the guys that left comments on the previous video. My name's Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.